Hello, my friend. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about something very quiet but very familiar. English often sounds good in your thoughts, clear, smooth, complete. You know what you want to say. You feel the sentence inside you. It feels right. But then you enter a real conversation, and suddenly that smooth English changes. The sentence feels shorter, the words feel heavier, the flow disappears. And you may ask yourself, why does my English sound better in my thoughts than in real conversations? Today, I want to sit with this question together, not to judge it, not to fix it quickly, but to understand it. Let's slow down. Take a breath. Let your body settle. Let your mind soften. Good. Now listen carefully. English in your thoughts and English in real conversation are not the same experience. They use the same language, but different systems. Thoughts are private. Conversation is social. Privacy allows freedom. Social interaction adds pressure. Pressure changes how language moves. Now let's talk about your inner English. Inner English has no time limit, no listener, no interruption. You can pause, you can restart, you can reshape sentences silently. There is no risk. This creates a feeling of fluency. But real conversation does not allow this space. There is rhythm, timing, expectation. Someone is waiting. That waiting changes your attention. Now let's talk about attention. When English is in your thoughts, your attention is on meaning. When English is in conversation, your attention splits. Part of you thinks about meaning, another part watches yourself. This self-watching interrupts flow. Flow needs a single direction. Now let's talk about self-awareness. Self-awareness is useful, but too much of it creates tension. Tension tightens the voice. Tight voice reduces clarity. This is why your spoken English may sound weaker than your inner English, not because it is worse, but because it is constrained. Now let's talk about interruption. In real conversation, you may be interrupted, or you may interrupt yourself. You stop mid-sentence, you change direction. This rarely happens in thoughts. Thoughts are patient. Conversation is dynamic. Dynamic environments require adaptation. Adaptation takes energy. Now let's talk about energy. When you speak English in your thoughts, energy is low. When you speak English aloud, energy demand increases. Your brain must manage language, social cues, reactions, timing. That extra load affects performance. Now let's talk about expectation again. In real conversation, you may expect yourself to sound normal. That expectation is heavy. Your thoughts do not carry this expectation. Expectation creates pressure. Pressure narrows access. Now let's pause. Take a slow breath out. Notice how calm returns clarity. Now let's talk about an important truth. Your inner English is not fake fluency. It is preparatory fluency. It shows that your brain already understands structure. What is missing is ease under social conditions. That ease grows with exposure, not with perfection. Now let's talk about practice. Practicing alone helps structure. Practicing with others trains adaptability. Both are needed, but neither should be rushed. Now let's talk about shadowing again. Shadowing helps because it combines sound with movement without social pressure. It brings thought-like freedom into physical speech. Over time, this freedom transfers into conversation. Now let's talk about acceptance. Accept that conversation is harder than thought. Acceptance reduces resistance. Resistance tightens speech.
Now let's talk about comparison again. Do not compare your spoken English to your inner English. Compare your spoken English today to yesterday. That is real growth. Now let's slow down again. Take a breath. Feel how calm makes English feel closer again. Calm is not silence. Calm is access. Now let's anchor this gently. Say silently, my inner English is preparing me. My spoken English is adapting. I don't need to force it. Again, I don't need to force it. Good. Now let's close softly. If English sounds better in your thoughts than in real conversations, you are not failing. You are learning how to carry clarity from a quiet space into a social one. That transfer takes time, and it happens naturally when pressure decreases. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Tomorrow, we can explore how to stay relaxed while someone is listening, or how to keep your thoughts and voice aligned. I'll see you again inside the Shadowing English Room.